I can take rejection from men better in dating. Simply because I've been single all my life, and at this rate, I'm kind of not holding out hope anymore. She is the desert dwelling, first child of Takasi, Gen X born Phoenician, living creatively. She wants to live out loud. She needs to live out loud. She's gotta live out loud. She's gonna live out loud. Unleashing Alicia. The worst kind of rejection for me to handle is rejection from an employer or from a job opportunity that I really want. I can take rejection from men better in dating. Simply because I've been single all my life, and at this rate, I'm kind of not holding out hope anymore for marriage. I would love to be married. I would love to be. You guys have no idea. I'm a person that not only loves love, but I love being in love. I enjoy that feeling of having someone special and significant in my life to share my life with, and, to share the joys and pains of life with, and to give my affection to and my all to. I've always been that way, I just had not found the right person for me while I was looking. Now I'm not even looking. I just feel like if God has someone for me, he's going to bring him into my life. And I feel like he's preparing me and he's preparing him. Meanwhile, though, there's some things that have been sacrificed in the process that sometimes if I think about it, I have a difficult time with. And the main thing is having children. Just thinking about the fact that the clock is like almost out for me. I mean, if I had a child now, like on my own, physically created a child with someone and gave birth, that would be like the ultimate miracle, pretty much. So all of that is rough for me. Just all of what I mentioned is really hard for me. But what's even harder for me is knowing that I'm the perfect person for a job or position. Knowing that I have rapport already built up with a company or with the manager or a team, and interviewing for that opportunity and not getting that job, not walking out the door with that offer. It's rough. I compare it always to going out on a first date with a man and you're sitting across the table from him and you're just in your mind going, wow, this is great. Not only is he handsome, but, he's a Christian and he has this going for him, that going for him. You're looking at the man and he has all the qualities in a man that you just would love to have in a man. And you're having a good time with each other. You have great conversation. You laugh at each other's jokes. You make eye contact. You feel a little spark, a little something. And at the end of everything, at the end of a date that you think is going phenomenally well, he kind of gives you that church hug and says, it was nice meeting you. That's how I feel about the last couple of interviews I've had. And I'll say the very last one didn't go that spectacularly well. But the one before that I thought went pretty well until the hiring manager, and the hiring manager is someone I know, until the hiring manager mentioned that there were other opportunities within the company. And, don't stop applying. I was like, oh my God, for some strange reason, this interview that I thought was going well is now in the toilet and I don't even know what happened. So, I'm praying and I'm waiting against hope, hoping that, I'm wrong, just like we women do. I'll say we women because I don't ever hear men talking about doing this, but just like we women do sometimes, especially when we're young women, we sit and wait by the phone, which I would imagine young women now are waiting by the cell phone, waiting for a text, waiting for, some kind of communication, whether it's through an instant messenger, via an app or something, just hoping that this person's going to contact you back because you're like, hey, we had mad chemistry. This was great. Blah, blah, blah. We meshed, we gelled. And I'm feeling this way about this position that I applied for. I'm like, hey, I've worked for this company. We meshed, we gelled. I did great work for them. I had great rapport with everybody. I enjoy being in their office. I'm used to speaking to people every day. And just nothing has come out of it. So that's where I am right now. I'm a bundle of nerves. I realize now where I'm trying to accept that I screwed up somewhere. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's been my week this past week. I have some other highlights from the week, really from the weekend, that I'm going to share now. So I know I'm supposed to be building people up about confidence, having self-confidence and self-esteem. Okay, here's the self-confidence that I have. Here's the pointer I have. No matter what happens in life, keep on pushing. I'm going to train for a couple of more things and cast a wide net and just see what happens. Meanwhile, I have to be self-sufficient, so that's a worry. But you know what? All things come together for the good of those who love Him. So I know it's going to come together. That's where I am. She is the desert dwelling, first child of Takasi, Jeanette's a born Phoenician, living creatively.